So, you want to play Rocket Raccoon well? Look no further. Why, hello everyone, my name is Cinder and welcome to this video. Today's video is going to be a guide on how to play Rocket along with some tips and tricks, and I hope you enjoy. Now, although I am Grandmaster 3, I definitely do think I have some advice that will help you improve your gameplay on Rocket Raccoon. Before I begin, there will be timestamps in the description, so if you want to skip ahead to the parts you want to see, it'll be right there. Let's begin with Rocket's basics. Bombard mode. This is Rocket's primary fire. It shoots pretty quickly, deals 16 damage per shot. It does 193 damage per second. This is the highest DPS in the game, but he does have to lead his shots as it's not hit scan, though this depends on how far away the enemy is from you. It also has damage Falloff, which you can see right here. At a distance of 20 meters, you deal the lowest amount of damage. At 15 meters, you deal medium damage. At 10 meters, you do high damage. At 5 meters, you do the same as 10. So you want to stay around 5 to 10 meters for the maximum damage. Also, keep in mind that headshots do twice the amount of damage. Repair mode. This is how Rocket heals himself or his team. He fires a healing orb that will slow down when close to an injured teammate and heals them around 73 per second, slowly. This orb will heal for 2 seconds before expiring, which means 146 healing. Or it will last 5 seconds if it doesn't heal anyone. The orbs can also bounce. For self-healing, Rocket receives about half what a teammate gets. You cannot have more than one orb healing you at a time. Same goes for teammates. If one orb is healing you, the next one will fly past and potentially heal someone else in front of you. Knowing this, if a lot of teammates are hurt in front of you, you can shoot a bunch of orbs toward them and they will all get healed by different orbs. Heal weaving. This is basically shooting an orb, shooting enemy, shoot orb, shoot enemy. Basically what you're doing is weaving in some damage after each healing orb. Remember, you can use the map to your advantage and make the orb bounce and heal someone you normally couldn't heal. Also, if you want to see the healing like you can see on this crosshair, go into the settings right here, change hero to Rocket, scroll down and enable healing reticle feedback. Now let's talk about Rocket's abilities. The B.R.B station. This will revive anyone on your team that dies when it's put down. In addition, if it's put down and no one is dying, it will shoot out armor packs which you or your teammates can pick up. It gives you 25 shield, and occasionally it will shoot out a blue armor pack which will give you a special ability. You can now jump and press space again to become an astronaut. Keep in mind that this station only has a 50-meter radius, and if you jump off a cliff and die, it will get destroyed. Jetpack dash. This ability allows you to rocket yourself forward twice. This is one of Rocket's very useful mobility abilities, so make sure you use it to get away from danger. Rocket has a passive ability that allows him to run along the wall. This is his second most useful mobility. When wall running is combined with a jetpack dash, you will go really far. It also works in any direction. Flying Ace. This lets you hold space in the air to slow down your descent. Rocket's ultimate is called the C.Y.A. You press Q and then mouse 1 to place it where you want it to be placed. This ultimate will give your teammates within 20 meters a 40% damage increase, and this ability will last for 12 seconds or until destroyed. Rocket's team-up ability is called Ammo Invention, and it will make Winter Soldier or the Punisher's gun have infinite ammo and shoot really quickly. Rocket's second team-up ability is with Groot. Basically, he gets to sit on his shoulder and he takes reduced damage. Although I will highly recommend the other one rather than this one. Now that we've been through Rocket's basics, let's talk about some tips and tricks and advice I have for you guys that will probably help you a lot. Damage. So, let's talk about damage. A lot of people think that Rocket is just purely a heal bot, but this is far from the truth. If you want to level up your skill with Rocket, you have to do damage. Because of Rocket's damage falloff, you have to get close to the enemy to dish out the most DPS possible. But I hear you say, Cinder, what if I just go in and die? Well, you have to recognize when to do damage. Let me tell you how. Positioning. You already know that you have to be close to deal the most damage. It can be from the front, from the side, the back, or even from above. If your team seems healthy and well, go for a little flank. Try to quickly get a pick, and if it doesn't go well, just jetpack away or wall run away and you'll be fine. You also know that dealing headshot damage is twice the damage, so I would suggest and give a little tip here to aim for the neck. Why the neck? Because it's a bit easier to hit the neck rather than the head, and you make sure that you at least do some damage, because you could be missing the head if you went for it. If you're having a hard time doing damage, I would just kind of aim for the chest really. You do not have to flank at all even. You could just also deal damage while staying with your team, especially if the enemy is down a player, retreating, or you see a target that's low on health. Rocket can really clean up kills quickly, so if you see a lot of targets with low health, go for it. If you are in the middle of a fight, make sure you heal and do damage in between the healing orbs. Okay, but what targets are the easiest to deal with and do damage to, or even kill? All tanks except Magneto and Strange, Iron Man, Storm, Wolverine, or any big targets really. It is incredibly satisfying just melting tanks, I will say. If you are not used to doing damage with Rocket in competitive, I would recommend playing quick matches to practice and learn, and then use that in competitive later. Now, let's talk about healing. If you rather just heal as Rocket, then all you really have to do is just spam your heals and try to be safe. Just play at a distance, make sure you use your dash and wall climb a lot. And something you can do as well is just wall climb high in the sky, hold space to float, and just kind of just float and dash upward all the time and just stay in the air. But yeah, use cover obviously as well with anything you do. Natural cover is your savior, and yeah, stay next to some health kit maybe if you are flanking or something. If you want to get the most out of Rocket though, I will suggest you go for damage when possible. Okay, let's go over some advice and some useful tips and tricks I have for you. If you know the enemy is looking for your B.R.B station, make sure you hold on to it and throw it out when someone is about to die, instead of putting it down and then having it be destroyed. Put your B.R.B station at the spawn door before the game begins, so that people can get some armor and be tankier. If you see no more turrets or a spider nest maybe, break it, because you can break it a lot faster than most people. If you have the time to break it, go ahead and do it. Use your Rocket Dash ability to dodge incoming ultimates or abilities from enemies. Use the Rocket Dash to pursue enemies that are fleeing and get a quick kill. As a rule of thumb, you should always use your ultimate whenever you can, because it will bait out some enemy ultimates and it will help your team build theirs. Do not hold on to it for too long. You can use it aggressively so that your team initiates, or you could use it defensively if the enemy team is pushing you. Use your wall climb to be evasive, or to heal from an angle that people can't really see you, or just to be out of reach of melee characters. Use your team up ability with Bucky or Winter Soldier often, as it can be a very effective tool to killing or to defending your team. Comboing this with your ultimate is also really powerful. Sometimes when you heal as Rocket, you will accidentally shoot the floor and the healing orb will bounce away. And to counteract this, just jump and shoot instead. Rocket's primary fire can be used to put a lot of pressure on the target you're shooting at. So if the enemy team has someone taking high ground and you're capable of flying up there and shooting at them, you can pressure them away. If you fear that an enemy is about to break your B.R.B station, you can actually break it first, and then it will be on a 5-second cooldown. The cooldown of the B.R.B station is also dependent on how much damage the station took before you broke it. Sometimes you'll have an enemy on you that can't quite kill you because you're climbing around, dashing around, and while you're doing this, you can still heal your teammates. If this happens in a game, you are effectively wasting the enemy's time while still being efficient healing your team. which is of course a win-win. I have noticed that if you're healing a teammate and you shoot toward their feet, when the orb hits the floor, it will stop for a second and then keep going, which I think might actually increase your healing output. I believe this is the case because you can see the healing orb just fly past the target here, unlike the other clip where it bounced on the floor and then it disappears shortly after. Also, I want to say that keeping one jetpack dash available to you is very important, because if you get dove by something and you're in trouble, you can just easily get out using your dash. Okay, before I end this video, I want to go quickly over the TLDR of this video. Do not just healbot as Rocket, try to deal damage where possible and even go for a pick if you see the opportunity. Counters. There's a lot of heroes that can get you, but for me personally, I've noticed that a good aiming Bucky or hit scan hero can get you easily. If you recognize that someone is very good at killing you, play safer and closer to your team. Use your abilities wisely, as each one is crucial to performing well as Rocket. Alright, so that will be it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope it wasn't too unstructured or too crazy or just not well made. It is my first time making a video like this, so I hope it was okay. But yeah, get out there, play some Rocket, have some fun, and remember, the more you play, the more you put time into this game, the better you'll get. If you would like to subscribe, I would appreciate that, but you don't have to. A like would be appreciated too. I'll put my socials in the description also. I do stream very often over on Twitch. Hope to see you there sometime. Take care everyone. See you next time. Bye. Bye.